As much as I hate to say, I told you so, to all of the Latinos who voted for
Hey,
Trump.
beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by supporting your girl on this channel. So, all credit goes to the creators in these videos. And on today's episode of FAFO Chronicles,
Those who have undocumented friends or family members, take a look at this story and let me know what you think.
Me siento totalmente traicionada y sé que a lo mejor no lo digan.
Angustiada, desesperada y decepcionada. Así dice estar esta madre cubana Lillian Pais luego de que su esposo fuera deportado por la administración del presidente Trump, a quien ella le dio su voto.
Creía que quizás con el mandato del presidente, las personas que eran delincuentes eran los que se iban a ir y los que tenían pues un récord sea limpio y demás, pues iban a tener una oportunidad. ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Dónde está mi esposo? Y pues bueno, ahí ella me dice que lo habían detenido.
Do you still stand behind and support this man? The same man that's deporting people with melanated skin? If you're a Latino and you voted for Trump, are you feeling deceived yet? Are you feeling lied to?
Pisses me off the most about these tariffs is that all these sectors where these rich people have influence, such as electronics, cars, tech, they all got an exception to the tariffs. Yet, when small business owners like me, who sell things like totes or tea towels or just basically things where I can put my illustrated goods on, we don't get an exception, unlike these rich people. Anyway, this is your daily reminder that rich people...
Everything going on in the country, me and my husband decided to buy our strollers and stuff right now because we heard they would be affected by the tariffs. And let me just show you how much they've gone up, because we bought ours, I think, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'll show you the prices of them when we bought them, like my receipt, everything. And then I'll show you what they are today. This is crazy. And this should not be a thing. Okay, you can see this is the cost. And then I had my registry discount. But you can see how much the bassinet, the stroller, and our car seat were that we got. Now I'll show you what it is on my registry today. Same items, what they were. This was like $1.99. This was $8.99. And I can't remember what this one was. This might not have changed. This is just within like 2 weeks. This should not be a thing that new parents are having to deal with. On top of everything is like a $300 increase in pricing or tariffs.
The tariffs came down to 30%. Yay! That still sucks, by the way. That sucks for any small business owner. I think it's called anchoring, when you come in and you have something really awful, like 145% tariff, and then you bring it down significantly to 30, and we should all be super grateful. It's still gonna cost me $48,000 more than this shipment would have cost me 2 months ago. It's still awful. It still hurts my business, but right now we have the support. We can function through this. I don't know what we're gonna do afterwards, but I'll keep you posted. But what it does mean is I can actually get my products here. We are almost out of Busy Baby products in our warehouse. So what this does mean is that combined with the money we had set aside for the potential of tariffs, plus the money that people so graciously donated to our GoFundMe, we are able to ship our products from China back into the US. It's going to take about probably 45 days for it to get here, but then we will have another 2-3 months worth of inventory on hand so that we have a little bit more time to stay in business and figure out what we're going to do next. I am working with a factory in New York to try and figure out how to move some of our production to the US. We have a new product that Walmart wants to put on shelves that we can maybe produce in the US at a cost that might work. So we're waiting to see what the estimate comes back as. Hopefully we can make that Walmart product in the USA. Walmart is a very big supporter of Made in the USA, and hopefully we can do this product that way for them. However, they are unable to make our Busy Baby mat, the big product, because it is simply too big for their machine. They make baby products like pacifiers and small teethers. They don't have a machine big enough to make the Busy Baby mat. So what's next? I wish I could tell you. It is literally impossible to make a business decision right now. This pause, this reduction down to 30% tariff is 90 days. I don't know that it's actually going to last 90 days because this administration makes drastic changes on the timeline they want to. So I don't trust that it's going to actually be in place for 90 days. And who knows what's going to happen after the 90 days. So it's truly impossible for me to figure out what to do next. But what I am going to do is I am going to start our next production run at our current factory. We do not have the time or the money it's going to take to move our production.
So no one is saying the quiet part out loud, and I haven't seen anybody say this out loud, so I'm going to say it out loud. Once these tariffs go in and we see these price increases, that's going to be our new normal. The prices are not going to come back down. I don't for the life of me see that if/when these tariffs go away, corporations are going to willingly lower the prices back because they're going to have a new baseline for what their record profits are. So if they increase the prices on goods that we're receiving today, they're not going to decrease. It's just because tariffs are going away. And I feel like we've seen this with COVID. When like prices go up, they don't come back down after the crisis, and like things have not returned back to normal, at least for me. Like I'm noticing that the same items that I was buying about 5 years ago are like have a % increases when I go to buy those same items. And another thing is I saw somewhere that like phone companies are also putting tariffs on stuff. And for me, it makes sense if I'm buying like a physical device, like a phone, an AirPod, or whatever the device is, to have to pay a tariff on it. But if these tariffs are going on like voice lines, like voice calling, texting, that just kind of speaks to the greed. And that just kind of reaffirms my belief that like once these tariffs go in, those are going to be our new normal prices. And I don't for the life of me see corporations raising the wages of everyday people to kind of account for these increases. So like people are going to continue to struggle. And I'm kind of just like, we're just going to wait and see what happens.
At this point, I'm like, just let Trump accept the $400 million gift, even though it's a bribe. And they're like, oh, Trump only does things that are for the American people and the interest of the American people. Bitch, no, he does it for the interest of himself. And if that means paying debt back to Putin in any way possible, yeah, we're gonna do that. So also Qatar and Saudi Arabia are known for literally being the worst when it comes to minorities. So to accept a gift from a country like that is just absolutely disgusting anyway. Like, could you imagine Biden accepting a gift from Hamas? Oh my god, you guys would go crazy. But yeah, anyway. Let him do that so he can just I'm honestly like, ruin the country, dude. Ruin it at this point. Like, I'm so done. I'd rather just go bye-bye than deal with this shit anymore. So, blow us up, baby. Come on, Qatar, Russia, North Korea, bomb it. Let's go.
Has Trump ever sat down and had a dinner, just broken bread with MAGA supporters? Have you ever seen him invite like a large group of MAGA supporters to the White House? Past presidents have done that. They've had people all the way down from, wealthy businessmen, all the way down to just regular old people, supporters of theirs, special dinners at the White House at some point during their term. Trump never did it in his first term, and he hasn't done it yet. Think about it. Don't count the rallies. The rallies do not count. Has Trump, or better yet, would Trump be caught dead in a room up close and personal, like within breathing distance of a MAGA supporter? Do you ever just see him hanging out with MAGA supporters, shaking their hands, hugging them, doing autographs, that kind of stuff? No. You only see the rallies where he's at a distance. And he's used them. He's used the MAGA supporters, and now he got everything he needed, and he doesn't need them anymore. And it's so painfully obvious. So if you are MAGA, take my words to heart. When was the last time you saw Trump sit down with a group of true MAGA supporters and have like a glass of wine or a Coke or